these last 2 weeks, I guess, how do you guys try to figure out how to be more consistent? Because obviously the first game, the offense kind of struggled. This last game, you guys were able to move the ball down the field. How do you see the issue of figuring out how to be more consistent, figuring that out?
Obviously, we just want to continue to build off what we did this past game, and we just got to continue to play complementary football with offense and defense. Whenever the defense is giving us turnovers in short fields, we got to be able to capitalize and make teams pay for that.
And then also with the red zone, you guys are obviously able to get that deep ball working, but just what have you seen these last two games where it's been a struggle when you guys get in the red zone and you guys can't get the touchdowns you got with the deep ball yesterday?
It really just comes down to execution, negative plays, penalties, things like that. So just got to clean those things up and just be better down there in that red area.
How do you think that execution gets cleaned up?
Obviously, it's just practice. You got to continue to practice and work it. And at the end of the day, it's on us to go out there and execute.
Thanks.
Brian Dunleavy.
Hey, Wan'Dale, thanks for doing this, man.
Of course.
Kind of what Evan said. You've been around, so you know. Like, there was that Drew Lock game last year where he had like 5 touchdown passes, right? And there was a couple years ago, there was the Daniel Jones game where you guys like scored 31 points in the second half against Arizona. Yeah. Remember that game? Mm-hmm. So I've seen this offense, as you have, be like incredible for a game, and then it doesn't continue. So why is it going to be different this time? Like, why are you guys more, and no one expects 506 yards every game, but like, why are you closer to what makes you think you guys are closer to the offense we saw yesterday versus the offense we saw week 1 against Washington?
Obviously I think we believe that we can do it. From top to bottom, I feel like we have the players that can go out there and get the job done, and just continue to go out there and score points each and every Sunday that gives us a chance to go out there and win.
Does it feel different in that regard? Like, do you feel like it's more likely than it has been in the past?
Yeah, we feel confident. Each and every time we step out there, we feel like we're going to go out there and score, and we just got to go out there and execute and do our jobs and make sure that happens.
What showed up yesterday that you think is part of the Giants' offensive identity? Like, if I said to you, like, people haven't seen this offense, we've seen 2 games and they were very, very different with this group of players. Like, if I said to you what the Giants offense is going to be like going forward, like, what would you say showed up yesterday that's like, yeah, that's who we are? Not against Washington, that's who we are. Was it the aggressiveness, the deep balls, the blocking? Like, what did you see yesterday that said, yeah, that's who we are? That's who we're going to be.
It was just the explosiveness. At the end of the day, for plays to work, usually all 11 have to be working together and doing the right thing. So just continue to do that and just show up with explosive plays. I feel like you have explosive plays and offense gets pretty easy from there.
And then the last one is the way you were used. You've been telling us for a year, 2 years that you could do a lot more than run short routes and whatnot, and over the middle and catch and run. How nice was that for you to show that? What went into that? I guess there's a whole summer of going into that, but the way you were used yesterday felt a lot different than the way we've seen you used before. And was it nice to put that on display?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Obviously coming out of college, I've been down the field and doing things like that, and obviously just waiting for my opportunity to showcase here. And yesterday was that day, and from the moment that Russ got here, he was like, "Dude, I know you can get down the field. I've seen it." And we had worked out together, and he was like, "I didn't even know you could run that well just from watching the tape from previous games." And so he was like, "We're gonna make sure that this gets going." And just from the work all the way through the spring to the summer and camp, and obviously through practice weeks, just making sure we're on the same page. And we saw that there were some holes in the defense that they were playing and being able to get down the middle. So.
Thanks, Wan'Dale.
Of course.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Wan'Dale.
How you doing?
Good. When you, you've been in many Mondays where you've watched the tape, right? And you watched it, and we've asked you then on, after the games, and what went wrong, what didn't happen, what didn't do this, and you watch the tape and have to go through that. When you watch the tape today, and you see what you did and what Malik did and what Russ did and what Slayton did, how do you look at that and view the good things and the excitement and then balance that with, and we still lost the game?
Yeah. At the end of the day, you always feel like it wasn't good enough. And But we know that we got to just continue to keep going, and we know that we're going to have a chance with a lot of games if we're going out there and putting up performances like that. And we just got to continue to work each and every week to go out there and do that on Sundays. So.
Was it a little different mindset, though, knowing once they put that tape on that you knew what was coming? There's going to be some deep balls to you. Deep balls, you know what I mean? That you knew that we're going to have some things we're going to see here that's going to be fun to watch again.
Yeah.
Is that a fun experience to have to do that?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, you always want to go in knowing that you're going to be excited to watch the tape and watch the things that you did. But it feels a little bit better whenever you came out with the win, though.
And anything from those deep balls that second, third time you looked at them, you said, I didn't realize that, or it was more perfect than I thought, the ones to Malik, the ones to you, one to Darius, you look and said, pretty good.
No, I mean, all those throws were pretty crazy. A little update thing just popped up. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know if y'all, sorry, a little update thing just popped up, but yeah, those deep balls were dropping just right in the bucket. I mean, we were watching it. It was just like Russ is putting them where we got to catch it. We have no other choice. But so we just, like I said, got to continue to work and continue to build that chemistry with him.
Thanks, Wan'Dale. Shit.
Last one, Evan Barnes.
Wan'Dale, just to kind of follow up on that, we know last year you were, huge on third downs, and you had a lot of third down catches in the season opener, and also Sunday. I'm curious, for you, when third down comes up, what's your mentality just to go make that play and just kind of figure out how to make it happen on those situations?
I've always wanted to be quarterback's best friend in that sort of way on third down, that they know I'm going to be available. I'm going to be open. There's always going to be somebody there that's going to catch that ball. And obviously Malik, he's going to get doubled a lot of times too. So that gives me opportunities to have singles. So just making sure I'm going out there winning my one-on-ones and just always available for the quarterback. So.
Is there something that you're doing differently on those routes, or anything to kind of just, say, all right, you want to be that best friend, but is there anything you're doing differently to kind of be like, hey, I know how to be ready, so let's go?
I mean, pretty much every week I know that third down is going to be a pretty big down for me, and just always making sure I'm watching the tape, figuring out what teams are doing, whether they're showing man, going to zone, showing zone, going to man, just doing a lot of different things. And obviously being in the slot, I have to have a lot of different reads, and talking with the rest of the week, watching tape, and just making sure that we're on the same page.
And so on that note, with the way you were used last Sunday, I mean, does it kind of show that, hey, not only am I good on third downs, but you need me to make a deep play, I can do that too? Is it kind of cool to kind of show, hey, there is more than just being, Mr. Third Down, if you will?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously you want to be able to make all the explosive plays, and just anytime that I feel like our team calls on my number, I want to be there and help our team out and do anything to help us get a win. So.